I'm going to call to order the Board of Aldermen work session Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. Roll call.
Schenkel, absent. Brown, absent. Jones,
Present.
Huckabee,
Present.
Long,
Present.
Polley,
Present.
On to the approval of minutes from the work session May 12th, 2025.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion to approve the minutes as presented by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? On to tonight's agenda. I'm not aware of anything that needs to be added or removed from tonight's work session agenda.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented by Alderman Jones, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, on to work session business number 1. Request from Madison County Chamber to have Independence Celebration on Saturday, July 5th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. This would include blocking the streets around the court square and having a beer tent.
Yes, we just want to do the same thing we did last year, block off all the streets, and we're going to do different activities for the kids and stuff around downtown, have our beer tent, and food trucks, and then we'll shoot the fireworks off at dark, so.
I'll make a motion to approve that request.
I'll second that.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 2, City Attorney requests permission to incur the attorney fee expense of a jury trial for a city court case.
Normally, we don't have the expense of a jury trial, but this defendant has asked for a jury trial, so the cost will be much more extensive than it would be for a bench trial, and I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that and that have your approval for that expenditure.
This is the matter we discussed in closed session, correct?
We've not discussed it in closed session, no,
No? Okay.
would not qualify.
I think we were all in agreement earlier to go ahead and pursue it.
Yeah.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion to give the city attorney permission to incur
Yep.
the fees.
I'll second that.
Motion to approve by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 3, request to approve bid from Cheryl Family Farms in the amount of $1,400 for the hay removal at 311 South Chamber Drive and 1935 Highway 00.
it's the hay removal that we do every year.
Oh, this is kind of mine. We put this out for bid every year. It's the property at the airport and the transfer station, and we always just have 2 people bid on it.
And in this case, we want to receive the highest bid instead of the lowest bid, correct?
Motion to,
Go ahead.
I was gonna make a motion to approve that request.
Second.
Motion to approve by Alderman Long, second by Alderman Polley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 4, request to approve Zilbureau quotation for renewal of Microsoft 365 apps for business 1 year.
It's our annual Office 365.
Has it gone up in price? About the same? And we do this every year?
Yeah, we have 42 users.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 5, request to approve the emergency repair for a fire truck with Sentinel Emergency Solutions in the amount of $16,196.16.
What was wrong with the fire truck, Kevin?
Quite a bit of things. So this was the truck that we purchased used from Sentinel several, I guess maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It was a fairly inexpensive truck for what it was, but it developed an issue where it wouldn't pass a pump test due to some leaking valves. It had also had an air leak, a hydraulic leak, and trying to see what else there was. There was just several other mechanical leaks with the engine, I think, and they had it for, I guess, probably over a month and a half to get the pump fixed, replaced quite a bit of stuff, and then they replaced the radiator, and just a lot of deferred maintenance, I guess, from being used, I guess, over the years. But it will pass a pump test now. They said they did get that working, so, and I think that's was the key reason for it going up there, was so it would pass the pump test and keep so 'cause obviously we have to have so many pumpers for our ISO ratings, so that was the main spur to get that up there. So
I think once they got it up there, they found some leaks in the outrigger and stuff, they went ahead and fixed all that too.
yep,
What was there, so.
yeah, there was quite a bit of mechanical issues with leaks, and I mean, I don't know, they had it for a long time trying to get everything right, but as far as I know now, it's not leaking anything, and it's pumping water and doing what it's supposed to do at this point. So
Well, compared to the price of a new one, that's pretty cheap.
yeah, I think all in now, I don't know, do we pay like $35,000 for that truck? I think a few years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're still. I mean, if it'll keep going, then it's still a value. So
I mean, it looks like there's 40 hours of service on it. Just doing quick math on here, that's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
yep, yeah, there's.
I move to approve that request.
Second.
Motion to approve by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 6, request request for phone system upgrade for City Hall, City Light and Water from Guardian in the amount of $5,828.
So with the power outage on night, we had issues with our phone system. Took us a few days to get everything back up and going like it should. The company that we purchased it from years ago is no longer in service. We have no support. We have tried reaching out. Kevin actually helped us fix it this time. We don't know we don't have access to get into some of the stuff that's in there to be able to use it. And actually, we're gonna save money probably in the long run because we can actually knock our phone bill down probably by half.
Yeah, basically each phone here has its own number that we have to pay for now through the phone through Charter, I guess. And with this new system, you would just basically have your two numbers is all you'd be paying for, and each user would share those numbers. So I don't think you can buy this phone system anymore. I looked it up, and I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
tried
just
to.
all used parts now. So
Well, we've got other issues that's going on with it, and I've Googled it, and it's,
We'll be able to do something with it, we'll talk about this, we'll be able to do something with the airport too.
yeah, that would be an option too if you ever want to look at that.
Outrageous.
that one is really bad. No.
Yeah, if you've got any sort of internet connection, I mean, you can use the system here and just basically share the equipment through another site. So
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome for out there.
I'll move to approve that request.
Second.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
abstain.
Number 7, request to approve bid from SD Myers for Cap America substation transformers repair in the amount of $113,320.
Now, how much of that work do we have to do, Jeff?
I don't really know yet, probably not too much. I mean, I think we might be able to help them, instead of getting a crane, we might be able to take the fins off the transformer, because they're gonna take the oil out. We might be able to use a bigger derrick truck to lift it off, and that while they change the gaskets and everything, so. But, I don't know yet what, the work probably is not gonna be until late August, because they're all filled up on their, what they've got now. They've got 6 crews, with the company doing stuff, and he told me that it would probably be in late August before they could get to us, you know. I told him we need it as quick as possible. Right now, we've got soaker hoses on the one transformer keeping it cool because it's heating up, because it's low on oil and it's leaked out, but it's, right now, as long as we keep on getting this cool weather and keeping water on it, we're all right.
This is the one that overheated and caused the outage a couple months back.
No, that was the downtown sub, this is out the Captain America sub, and that,
Well, it's not gonna stay cool till the end of August.
I know, that's, really, we've got, like I said, I've got all kinds of soaker hoses on it and everything.
Is this something that we routinely do anyway to ours? I mean, is this this is more of a repair than just an oil change
Yeah,
type?
this is repair,
Okay.
yeah, this is, yeah.
How long will this last?
The
The
repair,
repair, yeah, does it have a
hopefully.
warranty on it or anything?
Hopefully it'll last for a long time, the gaskets, for some reason, on the bottom of the fins, on both the transformers, I don't know if they've got, hard, where they don't seal very good, or what it is, I don't know. And not till we take it apart to find out. But we gotta fix one that's not in service right now, to get it in service, so we can take the other one out of service to get it fixed, so.
But I guess we don't have any more of this style transformer at any other substation.
No.
This is pretty new stuff. Okay, that's
No,
good. Probably good.
For some reason, instead of ordering one transformer for that particular substation, like out of the industrial park, there was two, and they're both the same size, but it's that, I guess there was planned for a big load on it at some
Yeah.
time, but
Never panned out. So
yeah, it never did pan out, so. But luckily, we've got that one sitting there, so we can take that one out.
yeah.
And, we're in a situation where we can't take substations out
No.
of service to
Yeah, it's not
do maintenance
possible.
on them, because we don't have any backups, so.
So is this actually working on both of the transformers of that?
Yes,
Okay,
it's working on both of them.
that makes sense
Yeah.
price wise. Then it kind of adds up.
Well, make a motion to approve that request.
I'll second that.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 8, request from Hovis to approve Johnson to attend the CJIS conference October 28th through 30th, 2025 at Margaritaville Lake Resort.
It's just our standard training.
Budgeted item. Move to approve that request.
Second.
Motion to approve by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 9, request from Planning and Zoning to set a public hearing for June 23rd at 5:15 PM for a special use permit for a community unit plan for housing phase 2 near Meadowbrook Circle on private property owned by MCDD. This is for that expansion, right, Jeff? The phase 2?
Building 40 more duplexes, or 40 more units, 20 more duplexes.
And why does it require a special use permit?
Because the community unit plan calls for it.
Okay.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
I'll move to approve that request.
Second.
Motion to approve the request by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 10, discussion and/or approval for the county to pave the sports complex parking lot with TIF funds.
Like I said last time, county commissioners approached us about using some of the TIF funds to pave the parking lot out there at the sports complex. And those funds are probably gonna disappear here toward the end of the year. Things keep going like they're talking. This will come at no cost to the city. It's 100% gonna be paid for out of TIF funds, so discussion about it or.
What was your concern, Bill, about?
No, we addressed it.
Okay, okay. How soon are they wanting to do that, do you know? If it
It'll
passes?
probably be a couple months, because by the time we get it on the books with Leadbelt or whoever gets the bid on it, it'll take a couple months for them to get here, so.
Well, I haven't been out there tonight, but
It's
I would guess it is.
wild out there tonight.
It is way overcrowded out
Yeah.
there in that parking lot tonight. They're probably in the grass and everywhere
Yeah,
else.
they've got the entire area for the soccer fields completely full, and the parking
Wow.
lot's full. I mean, they're parking on the street, I think, almost, so pretty big crowd.
Well, that would definitely give us some more parking.
Yeah, it would help, because, like I said, people tend to park with way too much distance between them and just don't park correctly, so.
Are we gonna strap it, or are they gonna strap it?
No, we'll end up striping the thing. That's pretty minor compared to what the asphalt costs.
Yeah, 'cause you won't need any parking curbs or anything, just paint only. Just to give them some direction on how to park.
Put some arrows in, we're gonna make it a one-way loop through there?
Probably will, because we'll probably angle the parking spots
Yeah.
going down both sides, that way you can get more in there, so. Makes it easier for people to park in.
I'll go ahead and make a motion that we approve that request to have
Second.
the complex
Yeah, sorry.
paved.
Motion to approve by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 11, request from Planning and Zoning set a public hearing on June 23rd, 2025 at 5:20 PM for amending sections 405.010, 405.050, and 405.060, and adopting a new article within Title 4 zoning chapter 405 regarding home-based businesses. This is just to come to date with the current state statute, correct?
That's correct. The state statute's passed that the city's not allowed to ask for business licenses. There's certain things that the city cannot do if it's a no-impact home-based business. And so this amends our ordinance to be in compliance with state statute.
I'll make a motion to set that public hearing.
I'll second that.
Motion to set the public hearing by Alderman Jones, second by Alderman Huckabee. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, number 12, request to approve emergency repairs for the fire truck for McQueen in the amount of $7,886.25.
This was the ladder truck that we purchased from Farmington. It had developed a leak. That truck has got the rear wheel steering on it, and it developed a leak and needed to be inspected. And I also want to say there was an issue with one of the outriggers on that too.
Yeah, I think I said that won't go, but that was his truck.
Yep. So
And did we use these trucks out at the big fire at the battery place, Kevin?
yeah, they were all there. Mhm.
And did they have any kind of fire tag or anything out there?
That's a good question. I honestly have no idea if they had a fire
I'm just
tag. They
curious
should have,
if
but
we billed them anything for that.
I don't know about that. I don't know if we've billed
Sent
anybody.
them an invoice, but I
Yeah,
think
they
we're still
waiting on payment.
Okay.
Okay, how much was it for, do you know?
It was a lot, but I do not remember.
Okay,
'Cause that's-
it put a lot of wear and tear on our equipment out there
There's
for
quite a bit of other stuff
several
involved in
days.
that too, other than just the truck.
Okay.
We lost hoses out there.
Yeah.
Just making sure that, we build the proper entity for that. I'll make a motion to approve that request.
Second.
Motion to approve by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Long. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There is no closed session after the work session. Do I have a motion to adjourn the work session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to adjourn the work session by Alderman Polley, second by Alderman Jones. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?